When you think of cheating in a relationship, does money come to mind? There is a new term circulating these days. It's called financial infidelity. It happens when someone lies about money or their spending to their spouse. And experts say it can get you in a lot of trouble. Joining me now live over Zoom to talk about it is loveologist and CEO of Good Clean Love, Wendy Strager. Wendy, thank you for talking all things love with us this Valentine's Day week.
So happy to be with you here today. Thanks for reaching out to me. I think it's really important that we look at these two words together, financial infidelity. You know, that so many times we think that the only way we break somebody's trust is sexually. But the truth is that when we break somebody's trust with our money, that is so close to our sexuality, people are often shocked. You know, in just public gatherings or with friends, the two things that people never talk about is money and sex, in that order. So you can see how it cuts close to home.
What are some of the telltale signs of a spouse who is lying about spending money?
Well, I think that it's sort of a telltale sign of any kind of lying in a relationship. You know, there's a way that you feel suspicious and, you know, maybe you see your credit card statements or maybe there's money missing in an account. But I think it's much more immediate the way that somebody stops looking at you squarely or is avoidant, you know, and it's like the truth is that any kind of infidelity, whether it's sexual or financial or emotional, there's emotional infidelity too, is sort of contagious, right? Like one thing, sort of like you always know when something bad is going on, and even if somebody isn't willing to say it, your instincts are probably telling you something.
Why do you think some spouses lie about spending money?
I think that there's sometimes, and I think there's a lot of research that backs it up, that when people are spending in some kind of way that might be an addiction, right? Gambling, shopaholic. I mean, when people are spending money in a way that they can't talk about, there's often some other kind of emotional problem happening that's deeper. So, you know, it's kind of weird that you could be with somebody who's a gambler and not know it until you're ruined, but we know that those stories are rampant. So I think that, you know, sort of self-disclosing across a relationship, whether it's about money or how we're really feeling about something, is how we kind of try to avoid those spaces.
There are a lot of couples that don't like to talk anything about money. Can they overcome this if it happens?
Well, we hope so, right? Like, you know, if that, and actually that's probably how it happened. If like people never, whatever it is that we will never talk about, you can imagine that there's weeds growing there. And the more that you neglect it and push it away and push it away, the more that takes over all kinds of areas in your life. So if you know that there's an area like money that you aren't willing to talk about, that would be good. And don't be confrontational. Start with something simple like, you know, I know this is a place that's hard for both of us, but I'd love to set up weekly money meetings so we can just both be on the same page.
Wendy, thank you for taking time for us tonight. We appreciate you.
Yeah, and happy Valentine's Day, everybody coming up.